At some point today, or yesterday, or sometime in the last week, your skin did something completely involuntary. A song came on, or a scene in a film hit differently than you expected, or someone said something that landed with unexpected weight. And without your permission, without any conscious instruction from you, thousands of tiny muscles across your skin contracted simultaneously, pulling the hair follicles upright, creating that familiar ripple of raised skin that lasts a few seconds and then disappears. You did not ask for it. You did not cause it. Your body just did it. And if you stopped to think about it at all, you probably thought something like, that was strange. Maybe you felt it in your chest first, that swelling feeling, before the skin responded. Maybe the song was one you'd heard 100 times before. Maybe nothing threatening was happening anywhere near you. So why did your body respond as if it was? The answer reaches back millions of years to a version of your body that operated in a completely different world. And what it reveals about the relationship between your ancient biology and your modern emotional life is stranger and more significant than most people realize. Let's start with what goosebumps actually are, because the mechanism itself tells you everything about where they came from. The technical term is piloerection, from the Latin pilus, meaning hair, and erectus, meaning raised. It is produced by tiny muscles called erector pili attached to each hair follicle across your body. When these muscles contract, they pull the follicle upright, which raises the hair shaft and creates the characteristic bumped texture of the skin around it. The contraction is triggered by the sympathetic nervous system, the same system that governs your fight or flight response, operating through the release of adrenaline. Piloerection is not a conscious response. You cannot produce it deliberately, and you cannot suppress it deliberately. It belongs to the same category of involuntary responses as pupil dilation and increased heart rate. Your nervous system produces it automatically, below the threshold of your awareness, in response to specific triggers. In most mammals, those triggers make immediate survival sense. When a cat is frightened, its fur stands on end. The raised fur makes the cat appear physically larger to the predator or rival assessing it. When a cat is cold, the raised fur traps air close to the skin and creates a layer of insulation against heat loss. The erector pili muscles are serving two clear functions: size exaggeration for threat display, thermal regulation for cold. Both functions are directly adaptive. Both improved survival odds in the environments where mammals evolved. Here is the problem. You are almost entirely hairless. The hair you do have is distributed in patches and is, for the most part, too fine and too sparse to meaningfully exaggerate your apparent size or to trap significant air for insulation. When your erector pili muscles contract, they produce goosebumps, but they produce nothing functionally useful with them. The raised hair on a human arm does not make you look significantly larger to a threat. It does not meaningfully warm you against cold. The machinery is still running.